but it's the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello and welcome to WyzGyzEntertainment. This is your host, Wyman. Hoping this will be a short video. I'm trying to get more video content uploaded to the channel. What the heck? 3 people. Holy crap. Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry. Hold up. I was supposed to make this private. Oopsie. All right. Oh, crap. All right. Take 2. Oh, good gracious. Hopefully this is okay. Let's give this another go, shall we?
Guest, but it's the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello and welcome. Welcome to WyzGyzEntertainment. This is your host, Wyman. This is take 2. First attempt. I don't know if I'll clip it or if I'll just leave it as is for the helms of it. I use StreamYards to make my videos, and then I download them and edit them as needed, and then I upload them to YouTube. So it kind of saves me a few steps. Today, I wanted to go over a visit that I made to my local comic shop. They had been closed momentarily throughout a chunk of the summer due to COVID and all the restrictions that were being placed during the self-quarantine. And about 3-4 weeks now, they've since reopened. So I've stopped in like 3 times already because I want to be there to support them. And while I was there during my visits, I actually took some time to tell them all about Comicsgate and my channel. I honestly don't know if overall it was a good idea or a bad idea. I just wanted to spread the good word. Believe it or not, in one of my follow-up visits, let's see if I can show you. See that big old bin with that lid? Ignore all the Christmas ribbon. I'm wrapping gifts for Christmas. But that bin is full of my entire Comicsgate collection. 95, 98, 98% of it is Comicsgate. The rest of them are like one-off little campaigns I back. Couple on Kickstarter because they seem pretty cool. So I literally brought that entire bin. It's kind of heavy too, because I brought the comic books, the graphic novels, floppies, the Perfect Bound books, bookmarks, prints, posters. Oh, shoot, you know what? I spent like 2 hours showing him all my Comicsgate stuff and swag that I think I forgot to share with him the photos I took of a couple of my Comicsgate things that I didn't bring physically with me because I didn't want to have to carry them. All right. And that is namely the Make Korea Best Again hat and the God's Hand hat, which is a cosplay hat handmade by Shay Red Valkyrie. Yeah, I didn't want to carry that on top of all this other stuff. So, yeah. So, oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Excuse me. All right. Man, it feels like a live stream because I probably won't be wanting to edit this later. That's why my stuff looks so unprofessional. Anyway, yeah, so I was literally showing off all my Comicsgate stuff and expressing how excited I was and telling him all about Comicsgate. And he understandably had done some searching and did the usual Wikipedia search. And for those of you who don't already know, it's totally skewed against Comicsgate. The Wikipedia is basically not as good as it used to be. It seems like they cut off edits after a certain point, and they let all kinds of misinformation get in there. And I think part of the problem is, although we as comic skaters want it to be accurate, most of us simply don't have the time to, make the effort to go into Wikipedia and submit edits. Everyone's too busy making comic books, and promoting comic books. So I just wanted to share my perspective with them and share how awesome a community it is, how supportive we are of one another. And also, make it clear that we aren't a hate group, we're a hat group, and we believe in creating awesome comic books that are not based on politics, agendas, and identity politics. So yeah, it was a really fun visit. He seemed to get a kick out of it, and he seemed to be quite open-minded and was even kind of, I would dare to say, kind of marveled at no pun intended, marveled at the quality of the books coming out of Comicsgate. Yeah, so that was pretty fun. And then I also wanted to share, I wasn't only there to go, I wasn't trying to go down there and say, hey, we've got Comicsgate now, we don't need you local comic shops anymore, you're going down. No, on the contrary, I actually I love local comic shops. It brings back memories of when I used to actively collect comic books. So it's not something I want to see ever go away. It just seems like because of the way Marvel and DC have progressively gone further and further down into the pit, digging their own holes, that they don't seem to be interested in the fan base that made them the success they are today. They want to insist on pushing agenda and all that garbage. So in an effort to show my support, I picked up some books from the store, so I'll share those now. You know what? Hold on. Let me share that in another video. YouTube likes when people have 7 to 10 minute videos max, and I'm already at my nearly 11-minute mark. So I'm gonna post another video shortly. Thanks.
Final guest is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. Welcome to the show.